Volkswagen's Caddy California delivers the motorhome vibe in a smaller, more accessible package. There's a double bed from which you can survey the stars, you can have a kitchenette, and with an awning maybe even sleep up to 4 people. It's a unique proposition for its size.
Staycations. You can't beat them, can you? Now, if you're of that mindset, Volkswagen wants you to consider this, the Caddy California. California is the Wolfsburg maker's designation for motorhome. Once, it just designated a camper version of the transporter van. Then, in 2020, a bigger Grand California model based on the larger Crafter LCV was introduced. And a year later, the Caddy van got a motorhome variant too. This one. Given that the Caddy is a commercial vehicle with roughly the dimensions of a Golf, you might think what it could offer to motorhome folk would be fairly limited. But this is no ordinary Caddy, converted to incorporate a double bed, a mini kitchen and a chair and table package. All have been squeezed in. Basically, there's the convenience of a car for weekdays and the versatility of a tent for the weekends. If that sounds appealing, join us as we put this car to the test. No surprises here, the Caddy California drives just like the Caddy MPV, which is a good thing. It wouldn't have been if this camper had been based on older Caddy generation models, which used crude leaf-sprung suspension. But the California takes as its starting point the current generation design, which utilises much more car-like coil-sprung suspension. A much more sophisticated chassis also helps, the stiffer modular transverse matrix platform used on all Volkswagen's current Golf, Passat and Tiguan-sized car models. Plus, there's an electrically assisted power steering rack with quite a direct feel. The engines on offer are the same as those in the Caddy MPV, of course, too. There are 3, a 1.5-litre TSI petrol unit with 114 PS, offered with a 6-speed manual, or the 7-speed DSG auto gearbox we're trying here. Alternatively, there's a choice of 2-litre TDI diesels, one with 102 PS, only offered with that manual gearbox, and the other with 122 PS, which comes only in DSG auto form. That's what we have here. At the time of this review, in early 2022, Volkswagen wasn't offering this camper design with the optional 4Motion 4-wheel drive system you can get with the Caddy cargo van. Through the bends, this Volkswagen doesn't feel particularly light on its feet, but you have to say that it's a very complete proposition in terms of its all-round driving experience. Roll through the corners has been usefully reduced, and there's a stable demeanour on faster roads, offering a feel of real confidence at the wheel. We've talked about the ride quality. Well, complementing that is direct steering and a typically well-weighted manual gear change, along with well-judged pedal weights. We mentioned the improved steering. If you've tried a previous generation Caddy, you'll notice that even more in town, where the required steering angle when manoeuvring is easy. The turning circle, wall to wall, a decently tight 11.4 metres. What else? Well, avoid the base diesel or the petrol unit and you get a braked trailer capacity of up to 1,500 kilograms. It's worth pointing out that pulling potential of this magnitude is rare in this sector. You can have your Caddy California based on either standard or larger maxi versions of the ordinary Caddy. Most will want the bigger option. In everyday format, this Caddy California will function just like any normal 5-seat family hatch. You might even find its twin sliding doors more convenient. It's the only one of its kind, though, that can provide fully fledged weekend accommodation courtesy of a full-sized double bed. That isn't cobbled together, perching you uncomfortably on folded rows of seats either. A proper 3-part folding bed unit featuring a mattress with plastic cup springs sits neatly in the boot, and when needed, it unfolds to sit above the folded rear seats. Measuring 1,980 by 1,070 millimetres, it's longer and almost as wide as a standard small double mattress. And if you option your Caddy California with the extra cost, enormous panoramic glass roof, you can lie back in it and look at the stars. You can't have everything, of course. There's no room for the toilet you'd get on bigger California models, so you'll need the amenities of a campsite. And no space for a fridge either, though a 12-volt socket just inside the tailgate allows you to bring one along. But this Caddy can include a standard kitchenette found in a slide-out drawer beneath the boot floor, and including a burner hob, storage space for a gas bottle and a cutlery drawer and shelf. There's also space for a storage bag with 2 chairs and a table, also standard. And you can add in a huge side awning, creating a large lounge area and into which a bedroom pod can be zipped in, turning your California from a 2-berth to a 4-berth conveyance. At the wheel, it is of course just like any other Caddy. Your main area of focus curves around your sightline, the section for the central infotainment screen flowing into the instrument binnacle layout, which you view through the spokes of a smartly redesigned capacitive steering wheel. This adjusts widely like the seats. As an option, you can upgrade these chairs to ergo comfort status, which means they will then include electric lumbar support, an armrest, and will have been approved by the AGR, the German Campaign for Healthy Back Society. There's also the option of a digital cockpit instrument binnacle screen if you feel the need to upgrade from this conventional dial layout. The gauge is separated by the usual little black and white trip computer screen. You can also pay extra for this big 10-inch Discover Media central infotainment display, an enhancement over the smaller 8.25-inch composition colour screen that comes as standard. This middle monitor gets crystal clear graphics, an always connected built-in eSIM, Wi-Fi connectivity and much improved voice control, but the sliders below it for volume and temperature are fiddly to use, and climate functions are now screen-based. As you'd want, there's lots of cabin storage space, notably at the base of the centre stack and between the seats, plus both the door bins and the glove box are of a very decent size. You need to think in terms of a premium of around £4,000 for this Caddy California over the ordinary Caddy MPV. That means pricing in the £32,000 to £39,000 bracket. There's a premium of around £1,300 for the longer Caddy Maxi body shape we have here, which you'll almost certainly want. And as with any Caddy, you can only purchase from a Volkswagen commercial vehicles dealer, so don't go asking for one of these at your local Volkswagen car showroom. A retractable mini kitchen is included as standard, extending from the rear with single burner cooker and integrated gas bottle. Clever and practical stowage compartments are perfect for storing your cutlery and kitchen utensils, while California camper chairs and camper table also come included. Interior blinds for the rear windows double up as window storage bags. Light is provided from integrated LED reading lights in the passenger compartment and tailgate. Standard kit includes 16-inch Vien alloy wheels, twin-side sliding doors and black roof rails. Plus you get climatic air conditioning and a full roster of camera safety kit. More on that in a moment. Media connectivity is taken care of by an 8.25-inch composition colour central infotainment screen with App Connect, enabling Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone mirroring, along with We Connect Plus preparation so that you can interact with the screen and the car using your smartphone. You might well, though, want to upgrade this to the 10-inch Discover Media navigation setup we have on this test car with its 6-speaker DAB Plus audio system. Before spending too much on media, though, we think it's pretty essential to order the optional California Plus pack we have here, even though it's just over £1,000 more. This adds useful creature comforts like a front centre armrest with double cup holder, a 230-volt power inverter and 3-pin plug socket, dark tinted rear glass, 2 USB-C points, power latching on all doors and LED rear combination lights. And most will want the optional non-opening panoramic glass roof for the extra light it allows into the cabin, though that's also another £1,000 more. You might also want to look at the winter package, which includes heated seats. The all-round parking sensors we have here are extra too. Let's take a look at safety provision. Now, you can get an immediate idea of camera safety provision by pressing the touch-sensitive assist button on the centre stack, which connects you through to Volkswagen's various IQ Drive camera features. There aren't actually many of them unless you pay extra, but probably the most significant standard one is front assist emergency braking, which incorporates Volkswagen's city emergency braking and pedestrian monitoring functions, so it can recognise both cyclists and pedestrians, automatically applying the brakes if the front camera thinks you're about to hit something and you haven't responded to system warnings. Also standard is a driver alert system that will warn you if it thinks you're getting drowsy at the wheel. Volkswagen also includes an automatic post-collision braking system, which activates after an impact, automatically braking the vehicle to hopefully prevent it from going on and hitting something else. And there's an e-call emergency system that will automatically alert the emergency services with your exact GPS location in the event that the airbags activate. Laudably, Volkswagen includes an airbag for the front passenger as well as for the driver, plus side and curtain bags. Other passive safety features include brake assist and electronic brake force distribution to aid in emergency stops that will be advertised to following motorists by automatically activating the hazard lights. There's also engine drag torque control, which keeps the vehicle from skidding if you change down too abruptly on a slippery surface, hill start assist, and also the usual electronic assistance for braking and stability control. As you'd expect, the efficiency figures of this Caddy California aren't very much different from the readings quoted for the mechanically identical Caddy MPV, which means a frugal set of running cost returns. The short wheelbase model in 2-litre TDI 102 PS manual form manages up to 56.5 mpg on the combined cycle and up to 131 grams per kilometre of CO2. For the comparable version of the Caddy MPV, it's 58.9 mpg on the combined cycle and up to 126 grams per kilometre. For the 2-litre TDI 122 PS DSG Auto Caddy California version we're trying here, the figures are up to 53.3 mpg and up to 138 grams per kilometre. With the 1.5 TSI petrol manual model, it's up to 42.8 mpg and up to 149 grams per kilometre. These figures are only fractionally reduced if you choose this maxi body shape. As for service intervals, the efficient engine range enables Volkswagen to offer service intervals spread quite far apart, every 18,600 miles or every 2 years, whichever comes first. Various service plans are of course available to spread the cost of maintenance, and there's a service section of the vehicle screen telling you when oil change maintenance and inspections are due. You'll need to get the 15-litre AdBlue tank topped up as part of regular servicing as well. And finally, there's the 3-year warranty. This one gets the cover package applicable to a Volkswagen van, so the mileage limit in this period is raised from 60,000 to 100,000 miles. There's also 3 years of pan-European roadside assistance, also included with no mileage restriction. The paintwork warranty lasts for 3 years, and the Caddy is protected by a 12-year anti-corrosion body warranty. Most motorhomes don't make much sense as weekly transport. This one's an exception. You could use it economically to commute with, then trek to the campsite at the weekend. On paper, it's all good. There are some caveats, of course, the premium pricing for a start, which might make you wonder whether it wouldn't actually be better to add a tow bar and a caravan to your family hatch. Unlike a bigger camper, there's no space for a toilet and the kitchenette provision is pretty limited. We can't really see why you'd choose this model without the lengthier maxi body style, and most of the options you'll need cost extra. For all that, there's nothing quite like a Caddy California. In fact, we can't immediately think of a direct rival. As a spur-of-the-moment getaway vehicle, not much beats it. Welcome to the Hotel California.